The idea of spending a week debating over a bunch of words in a closed room with 10 other freakish people sounded like heaven to me.
The summer school here, it's an amazing opportunity for a lot of people to come together from all over the place and talk about literary translation. So often we're trapped in our own little rooms or tiny offices, with dictionaries, sitting alone. And this summer school has been fantastic for encouraging a sense of community, encouraging us to move forward and to think about how all the various possibilities of our craft.
It's really fun. I mean, people are a lot friendlier, a lot more easygoing, a lot more open to the kind of the mysteries and the frustrations and the kind of strangeness of translating than I might have thought. So it feels really like everyone just kind of pulls up their shirt sleeves and dives in, which has been really fun. It makes it kind of a collaborative, messy adventure as opposed to some sort of academic, refined, ballet.
It's very intense. So you work extremely hard from dawn till dusk, discussing 1,000 small things and coming to conclusions. There's a lot of companionship because you're with people who are passionate about the same things as you. It's a lot of fun because there's a lot of, you hear sort of riotous laughter coming from various rooms at different points because they've obviously either come up with something or they've got a good solution or something that really didn't work. So there's a lot of fun that goes on. You meet new people and one of the really important things for me actually has been developing a network of people who work in languages other than Norwegian, so that I can see sort of developments and how people are working in other areas. So it is, you develop really good friendships, and through the week you talk to a lot of people. It's a very sociable thing, and it's a very exhausting thing as well.
It's interesting to see how much time one can spend on trying to find exactly the right words to express something which I thought would be simple to translate, and then realized that it's not that simple after all.
I've been constantly sort of hearing things popping up in conversations in the middle of one of these group sessions or a panel discussion where I suddenly realised, oh, that's in a different language, in a different context, exactly what I've been worrying about for the last 6 weeks. And that's been very useful.
I have learned what the translators are kind of faced with, and also maybe to be more relaxed about how they work and not to interfere so much, and just let the translator be also kind of a creative artist as well as me, and look at their work like a different piece of literature than mine, maybe a little bit.
I think I've learned that you have to be very, very accurate with language if you dare to enter the sphere of translation or being translated. I mean, it easily demasks every single little fault you made, and that's very, very good. It reminds you of your duty to be really, really, really accurate.
It's been good coming again because rather than being a single experience that was isolated, I feel like there's a chance to reapply some of the things that I've learned, but it's a totally different setting, right? New cast of characters, new workshop leader, and new Japanese author. So it's almost like getting to kind of test out the things that I learned the first time to see how they work in a similar but slightly different setting, and confirm their validity as tools for translation. So it's been really valuable to be able to come back again. Plus, some of the people in my workshop were here 2 years ago, so it's lovely to get to work with them again. And some of the people are from different years, and so you get a better sense of who the community of translators is.
I came to the summer school because I took part several years ago, and it was kind of the making of me as a translator. And it was very exciting to be asked to be on the other end of that process, and I also actually learn a lot by thinking consciously about translation processes, so it's not just a one-way street.
I feel like I'm getting new ideas about how other people work. I really appreciate the contact with our author and the contributions that she makes to our discussions. I'm liking the panels. I'm getting an awful lot of it, actually.
I came this year because I had so much fun last year. I was here doing my MA in literary translation last year, and I was the BCLT intern, so I was here at summer school and helping run around, do photocopying and being a general dog's body. So it's lovely to be back here doing the same again and just getting deeper into it.
I have one big exclamation point. It's incredible. You know, the BCLT thinks it's a translation school, but it's actually an editing school. And I feel as if I've been in intensive study all week. It's absolutely fabulous. It's wonderful to see everything under construction. I think when I'm looking at the blueprints when I'm accustomed to turning up at the completed building and maybe advising on the drapes.
I was involved in the BCLT's mentorship program this year, which ran from January. In fact, it's just finished about a month ago. And as part of that, obviously that was a very intensive experience, and I wanted to carry on with that, particularly as the summer school happens just after the end of that mentorship program. And through the mentorship program and through the BCLT, generally I'd got to know people like Danny Hahn, who is leading the Portuguese group here as well as running things generally. So it seemed to be a great occasion to come here to interact with a wider group of translators, both in Portuguese, which is the language I'm working from, and also from all the other languages, and get a sense of the group of people involved in this area.